They just want you to look good naked. So that is exciting. That's brand new. Okay, well, actually, I was trying to get this into What a Girl Wants, I think more than a month ago. And Liz says, oh, we can't air that. And I said, why? She says, it's gonna be a weekly deal drop. And I said, oh, then we get to have it as a weekly deal drop. And she says, yes. So here it is. Finally, the best value of the entire season on Nakery's tanning serum for face and body is right here. Now, the regular price is $39.95. We're gonna give it to you as a weekly deal drop price, which ends tomorrow, because it's only for a week. They launch on Monday, they end on Sunday. Today's Saturday night, this ends tomorrow, $24.95. We're gonna offer this to you as well on free shipping and handling. Why do you want this one? This is for flawless, glowing, gorgeous looking skin. This is a healthy glow and it works fast. It works within hours. It goes on clear, it doesn't leave an odor, it doesn't leave a residue, it doesn't stain your clothes, it doesn't stain your sheets. It's not a spray, it's not a foam, you don't need to wear a mask or a mitt. All you do is rub it into your skin, and it's also infused with skincare-like ingredients. Now, I want to mention one other reason to pick this up today. Not only is this our weekly deal drop, and yes, if you want to get this on auto ship, highly recommend it. Auto ship is available. I'm going to double check with my producer. I think for every single one that you purchase, you get this for $1. Okay, it's called a bonus buy. A bonus buy means if you buy this product, you get a special offer on the second product. This is the Face and Body Bronzer. And this is a perfect complement to the tanner. Where this goes on clear, this actually goes on and gives you instant bronzing. So let's say you have to be somewhere in an hour and you need a little color on your shoulders, on your décolleté, on your legs, on your arms. This will be an instant glow. So you get the instant color, but you can also wash it off at night. So it's a perfect pairing. It's only $1 when you add it to your purchase of the tanning serum. So it's buy one, get one for $1. Let me break it down for you. This is $40, this is $40. It's an $80 value that when you order both, and you do have to drop them separately into your shopping cart, you get two for $25.95. Two for $25.95 instead of spending $80 for two. So I want everybody who's picking up the tanning serum to grab this incredible bronzer. And if you only want the bronzer, order the tanning serum, because that way you get the bronzer for $1. So either way, I always want to give you the best value. It's a great time to get a tanning serum. One thing I always suggest, if you want younger looking skin, number one thing you have to do is stay out of the sun. Any beauty expert will tell you that. What I do is I put on tons and tons and tons of sunscreen, and then I put on some clothing with SPF, and then I hide under my umbrella on the beach. But what I can get is a beautiful golden glow. The tan that I have is thanks to Nakery. So it is your best-selling tanning serum, goes on for a dewy, youthful looking glow, and it always looks even, Liz, and I think these pictures are a testimony to that.
Yes, and so what makes this different than any other self-tanner on the market is one thing. 10% plant-based DHA. So if you're gonna use a self-tanner, first off, make sure it's clean beauty. But number two, most self-tanners have between 2 and 3% DHA, and that's what gives you the color. So what happens is you start on Monday, then you use it again on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, hoping to be tan by the weekend, and now you've used half the bottle. So I said to my chemist, I said, so like, that's crazy. This is a big complaint. Like, I don't want to spend a week trying to get tan. She goes, well, you could do 10%. And I go, well, why don't we? She goes, it's expensive. I go, well, let's do it. That way it's one and done. You just put it on, you can get dressed right away, you can go to bed right away, and within hours, you go from skin that looks like this, so whether you have sunspots, rosacea, bruising, it doesn't matter, to skin that looks like this. Boom, you're done. So you're not gonna do it on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It will last 2 weeks, and it's face and body, and there's no fragrance, so you're not gonna smell like pickles, chicken, something like that, or a hamburger that Sarah's gonna make me afterwards. But look at this. This is this. So one and done. You can put it on in the morning, get on a plane at noon, leave it at home, and not worry about reapplying. When you talk about younger looking skin, so would you mind moving this arm away? So when you look at somebody's arm that has no self-tanner on it, and again, you can see the spots, you can see a little bit of redness, blotchy skin, and you're like, oh, okay, got it. So you look at this without looking at her. Okay, then take this away, put this one. Which one looks younger? Even her hands look younger. So this is 10% DHA, one and done. But look at the difference. I mean, what arm looks younger?
And you know, that's what I love about a great tanning product. It's not just, I don't want to look like I have white, pale skin. I also want to hide the dark spots, the lines and wrinkles, or the uneven skin tone, or if you have like a vein or here or there, you've got kind of splotchy skin. This is the perfect way to give you instant camouflage. You don't need pantyhose for graduation. You don't need pantyhose for Mother's Day or church on Sunday. This is like pantyhose in a bottle. This gives you the most beautiful, gorgeous legs of your life. And I've always heard one of my good friends say, if you can't tone it, tan it. Because everybody looks healthier, everybody looks just a little bit more fit, a little bit more in shape, a little bit more streamlined, a little bit more of that bronze goddess when you have a great tan. Now we're really, really busy, and I'm not surprised because this is our weekly deal drop. It ends tomorrow. This is our last presentation of the weekly deal drop. Liz is not here tomorrow. This is your chance to get a $40 bottle for $24.95. Now here's what you have to add, because why not try it? It's only $1. I don't think I've ever seen us sell something for $1 on HSN, but it's called a bonus buy. So if you buy the tanning serum first, you get the instant bronzer for $1. Let me give you that item number one more time, because everyone should add this to your order, 862619. So buy one, get one for $1. Order 2 tanning serums, get 2 of these for $1. Buy 3 of these, get 3 of these for $1. It's basically an $80 value that you're getting at $55 off. So buy one, get one, buy one, get one, buy one, get one. Just keep dropping equal quantities into your cart of each product. And at the checkout line, you're gonna see all the numbers add up to a very small investment in great skin. If you want an instant kind of glow up, this is the best way, I think, to change the overall appearance of your skin. If you only have a couple hours, just simply tan it, Liz.
Exactly. And if you're saying, Liz, I get streaky, I use a glove, and do I need to exfoliate first? No, no, and no. So if you have this, right, where your skin looks just fair, blotchy, I'll tell you the story about Tracy, who lives in Florida and wouldn't show her skin for 5 years. Yep.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
For 5 years.
My whole wardrobe changed.
So look to this. So you're just gonna put it on with your hands. You don't need to use a glove, and then you just wash your hands afterwards. It is fragrance-free, it's face and body, so you're not buying something separate for the face. So when my chemist, would you mind turning around?
Absolutely.
When my chemist was dissecting self-tanners, she said, Liz, it's the same product in a face and a body. I go, then let's just put it all into one. All right, so if you're like this, you've got the purple, the spider veins, the sunspots, this is 10% DHA. Again, most self-tanners are between 2 and 3%, and that means you've got to use it every day and hope to be tan by the weekend to get this tan. Where this, you're gonna put it on in the morning and then put it away for 2 weeks, and that's it. And then bring it out when you want to. That's, you know, a lot of times when you use something that has 2 to 3%, number one, if it has fragrance in it, that's where you get the counteracting with your own enzymes that cause the odor of different things like pickles and broccoli and chicken and things like that. It's this fragrance-free, but when you have the lesser percentage, that means there's more room for error. So you guys all said, I want something, Liz, that's one and done. I don't want to spend a week getting tan. This is the only self-tanner on the market that's a serum, face and body, that has 10% plant-based DHA. So if you're like this, and you're saying, Liz, this is gonna take a whole week, no, how about a couple of hours to this?
That's impressive. And I love how natural it is, because it sort of can work with your own particular skin type and skin tone. So it doesn't all of a sudden, you don't wake up like a different color the next morning. You can decide to use it for a couple days and keep building your tan. You can stop when you like the color. And then if you want more color, but you want it instantly, add on the bronzer, because the bronzer is only $1 if you want some instant color that you can wash off later that night. This is the best time of the year, and this is the best value on tanning serum we're gonna have the entire season. It's called a weekly deal drop. So they plan this months and months in advance. They give it 1 week at a very special price, not to be repeated, not to be seen again, at $24.95. It's already an incredible buy. So most of you are adding on the bronzer, because that's your instant treatment. We'll talk about that more in just a moment. But I love that we're getting this out to you before it expires, because our price on our weekly deal drop, it goes up at midnight. And even if you're someone who's like, I've tried self-tanners, I don't like how difficult they are to apply, I don't like the mess that they leave, I don't like that they stain the towels,